Hey guys, welcome back to some more reaction videos. Today we'll be looking to Mark Roberts' How to See Germs, including the coronavirus. Now you guys already know this coronavirus thing is causing problems for all of us. We all quarantined in our own house already. A lot spread of this coronavirus in the world, and it's kind of getting annoying right now. So I actually looked into to see how this thing actually spread around the world, and apparently this YouTuber made a video about it. So in this video, we're going to react to see how these germs actually spread around the world, so we can be cautious about it and be warned to see how we can avoid doing all this. So let's sit back, relax, and let's learn to this kind of video. Let's do this.
I've always thought if we could somehow just see the germs around us, everyone would be
Yeah,
a
there's
lot
a lot
more
of
careful
germs.
and we'd get sick way less. Unfortunately, that's still not possible. So I did the next best thing by running a day-long experiment in this third grade classroom.
Using child as tests?
Germ, and just like
I mean,
real germs, when it's on your
that's okay
hands,
with it, I
you can't
guess.
see it. But unlike real germs, if you turn a black light on, it becomes visible.
Ooh.
But it transfers to things you've touched, so it provides a really good way to visualize exactly how germs spread. So before the kids arrived, as a control, I went around and noted any pre-existing spots in the room that fluoresced under the black light, and then it was go time. The kids, of course, had no idea what we were doing, and that the teacher had been secretly infected with the glowing powder. So she randomly shook the hands of 3 kids, but didn't touch any of the rest. And so with that, they just went about their normal day.
They have no idea what's coming.
At break, I did choose one random student, and he agreed to letting me put some of the powder on his hands too. And then 2 hours later at lunchtime, I checked the results. Remember, everything you see here started with just the teacher and 1 student having a little of that powder
Oh my
on their
god.
hands. And because my flashlight can only illuminate 1 spot at a time, I used Photoshop to better visualize our observations of where germs were left behind, including on the other kids.
Oh no. Oh, she's infected.
Oh, right here. And they were actually pretty diligent about washing their hands. This was the desk of the kid that was infected. And what's crazy is that germs can live on a hard surface like this for up to 9 days. And so you can see how important it is to disinfect the things a sick person regularly touches. For example, this was the phone of the teacher in the experiment. Even if you wash your hands really often, if you immediately pull out your phone, a lot of those germs just go right back on your hands. Think about when the last time was that you cleaned your phone. My friend Joanne at the Wall Street Journal recently demonstrated you can clean your phone with an antibacterial wipe every day for at least a year, and it doesn't affect the oleophobic coating at all. And this hopefully gives you a better mental model of why it's really important to wash your hands or use hand sanitizer after being at places like this, or this, or this, or this. Cleaning commonly touched surfaces is important.
Everywhere is all infected. Toast.
Those tiny droplets don't stay in the air for long. Then they land on surfaces waiting to be touched by our hands. Which raises an important point. The ultimate defense against catching a virus is just don't touch your face.
That's gonna be hard. That's gonna be hard for all of us.
On the Death Star when it comes to viruses. That's the only way they can get in to infect you. But as you can see here, not touching your face is easier said.
It's so hard.
And before you think, yeah, well, that's just kids for you, this was what the teacher's face looked like at the end of the day, and she said she tried extra hard to remember not to touch her face. I found this result fascinating, so I put the powder on my own hands for a few hours, and I resisted the urge to touch my face so many times that I fully expected I was going to have
Use
a
a
perfectly
close
clean
to
face
scratch it
and
instead.
the moral high ground. And then this is what I saw.
What the fuck?
What?
Oh no!
Heck? I genuinely have no idea when any of this came on. Until I reviewed the footage.
Yep, he did. He didn't notice it. He didn't notice it.
We touch our face 16 times an hour, which is why washing hands is so important. It's impossible to catch a virus directly through your hands. It's as futile as shooting the outer surface of the Death Star. The problem is we use our hands to help the virus out by constantly giving it a ride to our figurative Death Star exhaust ports. Because of this, I ran another experiment with some of the kids after lunch. First, I had them put some lotion on their hands that also glows under a black light. But then I told them I made a mistake and used the wrong lotion. You guys just go wash your hands real quick. And do a good washing, right? Yeah, do the right washing, okay? I just tricked you guys again. Because what I really wanted to do is test how good you are at washing your hands. So guess what I'm gonna do now? show me your hands. But before I show you how effective they actually were at washing their hands, here's what you should quickly know about viruses. They're super tiny, but also the most abundant biological entity on the planet. In fact, there's over 10 million viruses in any single drop of seawater. And a lot of types of viruses are beneficial to the planet's ecosystem, and only an insanely tiny percentage affect humans at all. And they're really simple. Viruses are basically a shell with some DNA inside, and they just want to spread and duplicate. That's their only goal. But they're so simple that they need a host to do that. So they reproduce by infecting their host cells and then trick them to become factories that just make more exact copies of the virus. When you get sick and then cough or sneeze or wipe your nose and then touch a surface, you're putting copies of this virus out to find other hosts and just repeat the process. And so here's what the kids' hands look like after washing their hands.
Oh,
look at the back.
Look.
Let me see your fingernails.
He missed a spot. He missed his fingernails.
Your thumb. Oh,
Oh no.
We all sort of have a habitual way of washing our hands. So once again, I tried this myself using the typical quick way I do it in my muscle memory. Granted, that's better than nothing, but you can see the difference compared to when I was deliberate and took 20 seconds. Which is why it helps to do things like sing the happy birthday song twice, or you could do what I do and follow Brandon Flowers' example.
Jealousy turning saints in eager eyes, 'cause I'm Mr. Brightside.
And then for a final experiment, I wanted to show how dumb handshaking is, so I infected the first kid with the powder and then had them do a handshake chain down the line. The fifth person here still had significant traces on their hand, so I put him at the first and lined 4 more kids up after him, and 3 of their hands glowed. So we got trace germs from the original person all the way down 8 handshakes later. So if you ever meet me in real life, please don't be offended if in lieu of a handshake, I offer you a fist bump and a selfie. In conclusion, what does this all mean with regards to the coronavirus COVID-19? You should be concerned to take this seriously, but regardless of what you see in the coming weeks, there's absolutely no need to panic. As I'm sure you've heard a bunch by now, our goal is to flatten the curve so that the reported cases stay just under the capacity of the healthcare system. And social distancing is the best knob that we can turn to affect that. The reason this helps should hopefully make more sense after watching this video, especially for those who have been doubting the science and feeling like this is an extreme reaction. And my take here is I'm a practical optimist. The upside is while this virus is bad, it could be way worse. And this gives us a chance as a global community to get some systems and methods in place to handle something potentially even more drastic in the future. Also, maybe it will lead to changing some social norms, like replacing handshakes with fist bumps, or when people are really sick, thinking it's okay to mingle about and go to work. Globally, the normal flu kills anywhere from 250,000 to 500,000 people a year, due in large part to people not practicing good germ hygiene. So if this experience makes people more socially aware of the right precautions to take when they get sick, that will save countless lives for years to come, long after this coronavirus is old news. And make no mistake, this is going to be rough for some more than others, but history has shown that us humans are pretty resilient. These types of things can bring out the worst in us, but they can
They're
also
fighting
bring
over
out
a
the
toilet
best in
paper.
some parts of us, like these Italians practicing their social distancing with
Yep.
an impromptu balcony concert. How we feel
Oh
about
my
the situation
God,
is
really?
really dependent on just which part we choose to focus on. For me, that means being grateful to the heroes in our healthcare system, or the school lunch ladies still providing free lunch for kids who depend on them, or the scientists all over the world who are working tirelessly 7 days a week to create better testing methods and a vaccine. This is going to be a bumpy ride for us, but the economy will eventually bounce back, as it always does, and we'll be better off as a global community for having gone through this. Again, take this seriously, but there's absolutely no need to panic. We totally got this.
Do we?
While I just so happened to be filming at their school, the principal came over the PA to make an announcement.
Because of this virus, we are going to be closing school for 3 weeks.
Of course the children will be happy about this. Look at them.
That kid wanted is just an
Fortnite!
opportunity.
Fortnite!
A common thread you
Oh
see with
my
successful
God,
people
kids these
is they treat
days.
their trials and challenges as opportunities for growth. And while these are difficult times, now that our schedules have been totally cleared, we have potentially a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to invest in ourselves. And there's no better way to do this than by joining the online learning community at Skillshare, who also happen to be supporting this video. If you don't know, Skillshare offers easy-to-follow premium classes with no ads, taught by the experts. And they range from learning CAD like I use for my builds, to Baking 101, to graphic design, to learning to paint with watercolor. They have a simple, user-friendly class for pretty much anything you've ever wanted to learn. I'm currently taking a class on interior design from Emily Henderson for a cool shop I'm building. And you should feel confident joining up for Skillshare yourself, because people who have used my link to sign up from previous videos have already watched over 8,000 hours of class.
Wow.
Plus, the first 500 people to use the link in the video description get a free 2-month trial. And given the current situation, Skillshare will donate a portion of the proceeds from every new trial to the nonprofit No Kid Hungry. And this is especially critical right now for kids from food-insecure homes who won't be getting school lunches. So basically everybody wins here. Once again, use the link in the video description to get your 2 months free from Skillshare, and then go have fun learning and making yourself a better human in the process. Thanks for watching.
Great support, guys. This guy is a very great support. I think it's a good idea that try to not touch your face with your hands quite often, because yeah, as it says there, that our hands is more affected to like getting like diseases. So like remember to like always wash your hands, and like don't always like shake your hands that one. Maybe like they say, it's like do fist bump instead. No need to always shake your hands. Do like fist bump or something, or just like say hello or something like that. Yeah, apparently this virus thing is like very growing, and compare seeing like how it's spread by these children, that one we might have to consider like we have to be very more careful nowadays. Yeah, so I guess that's the end of the video. So yeah, thank you guys for watching. Make sure to click like and subscribe, and also always stay indoors and make sure to wash your hands. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys next time. Take care. Peace.